that we had Jason Mraz, M-R-A-Z, Have It All. And that is our hope, prayer for everybody, including everybody online.
Yep. You betcha. Oops.
It's funny, we have people online, that, went to the services all the time before COVID, and we haven't seen since, but they've been online ever since.
Yeah.
So some of them are in town, and some are not. And
it's really hard to get out of the habit of hanging out in your jammies and slippers.
And slippers, and your dog behind you chewing,
honey,
making noise.
You've got glitter on you.
Oh, big surprise.
Glitter is the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as we got these two gifts with all the glitter, we were going,
it was like a snowfall in the house. And when the dust settles, then there's more. And I vacuum it all up, and the dust settles.
and this was like a while ago. And
Well, it was still
got
glittery.
it, so, yep.
Yeah.
T-shirts and sweatshirts that you may or may not want to have. Bacteria, it's the only culture some people have.
Oh, ouch.
I may look lazy, but on a molecular level, I'm quite busy. We do have a couple patron saints by the name of John Lennon and George Carlin.
Yay, George and John.
And John said, we've got this gift of love, but love is like a precious plant. You can't just accept it and leave it in the cupboard, or just think it's going to get okay all by itself. You've got to keep watering it. You've got to really look after it and nurture it. It's true. Gotta do that. I know. I was just thinking. I was thinking the same thing.
It's contagious.
It's contagious.
Yeah, we've been doing this for 27 years. I mean, this is just amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. It really is. Everybody's ready for the first of the year and all the challenges and fun that's going to have. We'll find out about everything, as we usually do this time of year. And
More to come on
George,
that.
yes, more to come on that. And George said, I love and treasure individuals as I meet them. I loathe and despise the groups they identify with and belong to. That was George.
Okay, George.
That was George. Yeah. What's this? Oh, yeah, we've still, the HVAC, we haven't installed it yet, but we still, is that where we are now?
Yes.
$1,200, is that?
Yeah, with the stuff that's committed.
Okay, yeah, with the stuff that's committed, we're only still lacking about $1,200, and that's out
That's
of 14,000 that
So
HVAC
thank you,
costs,
thank
so-
you. We're coming along. We're nearly there.
Yeah,
Nearly
yeah.
there.
Awesome. I love automotive journalists sometimes. They really do come up with some great things. And this one actually was from Honda.
You
And
have to read it the other way first.
actually read it this way first.
Are you sure?
So yep.
Are you- Okay.
See, this
okay.
is the bad stuff
You're right
down here.
I get you.
Yep. You won't remember my name. And this is from racers, race car drivers and race bikes and off-road and all kinds of things. You won't remember my name. This is the last time. You will see me at the top. My doubts will destroy my dreams. The more I seem to learn, the more I seem to lose. I want to carry on, but not today. This is the point. I give up.
Switching that thought, reversing that thought.
But not today. I want to carry on. The more I seem to lose, the more I seem to learn. My dreams will destroy my doubts. You will see me at the top. This is the last time. Sorry, you won't remember my name.
Yeah.
And it's a winner. That's cool.
Shift in your
Just
shift in the thinking.
Shift your thinking.
Shift
I
happens.
don't know why that got me, but it did. Always, that kind of stuff gets
See,
me.
we need a shirt that says shift happens.
I know.
I think we did at one time.
We did do that once, many years ago. So, those who bring sunshine to the lives of others cannot keep it from themselves. True. And but a man's reach should exceed his or her grasp.
Oh, no, not that.
Good judgment comes from experience, and experience comes from bad judgment.
True.
Never, I was going to say something about our grandson, but I won't. He might look at this. So, never engage in a battle of wits with an unarmed person. And Albert Einstein said, common sense is the collection of prejudices acquired by age 18. I know, I had to stop. Sorry. I had to read that one twice, so that was the third or fourth time. Yeah. Smart man. Remember I did one about the Pop-Tarts a week or two ago? Mm-hmm. Oh, here it is right here. Pop-Tarts, introduced September 14th, 1964, were named as a pun on Pop-Tart.
Pop art.
Pop art. So, and then this one, young female pop music artists with a provocative fashion sense are now referred to as Pop-Tarts.
By the age of that book, I don't know what they're referred to anymore.
Well, and yeah, these are getting...
Time happens. What the heck?
Time does happen. It does indeed.
Are you lost?
Oh, no more than usual. Why did coffee file a police report? It got mugged. I ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know which comes first.
Oh!
Why did the computer go to therapy? It had too many bytes. B-Y-T-E-S. So. What did the left eye say to the right eye? Between us, something smells. Yes, silly. I know.
And the visitors are going,
What is he doing? Yeah, what is he doing?
Jokes. This is church. I don't get it. Okay, so there's really a reason why. And the reason why is it is impossible to laugh and stay negative at the same time. Mm-hmm. So this is where we come in. We're positive, we're joyful and happy, and that negative stuff can just stay out.
And you're more open to the messages.
Yeah.
So we
Opens
used
the
to,
mind,
for
opens
about
the
the first 6 months, we did skits.
Mm-hmm.
Or I did a
Bill did a
skit
skit.
every Sunday. And I
That
should have
got
written them
tiring.
down because it got tiring. It's like trying to think of something new every single week.
Welcome to my world.
So we haven't done them since. Of course, then at our second building, actually, we did it at our first building with coffee cups, didn't we?
Yes.
We had coffee there at the first building, and that's how we voted for stuff in the church. And then when we went to the second
Everybody
building, we
had
did the
their
same
own
thing.
coffee mug, and we had a rack that we would put them on. But then when we got here, it was just too much, and so we
was
dispensed with
confusing.
that.
So,
But we should, that would be a great way to save on disposing of things. Is everybody have their own mug,
Have a
and
bunch I could donate.
but it would need to have a lid.
only if they have lids.
We need to have a lid because
You can see
somebody's
the little
always
spots now on the carpet
spilling.
there. Were no lids.
Still happens,
So,
kind of
it
like
does.
shift
Okay,
happens.
what do you call a girl with a frog on her head? It's Lily. I did that one last week. It's still the same answer.
And I'm still stunned by that one.
What do you call a cow with 4 legs?
A happy cow.
Cow. Yeah, call them cow. How do pigs communicate with each other? Swine language. How do ants keep warm in the winter? Antifreeze. What do you call a fly with no wings?
A walk.
A what? Yes. A walk.
A walk.
So,
A walk.
I don't know
Not
if
a
she,
walk.
I don't know if she knows where these things are going to go.
No, I just
or-
have a warped sense of humor. I married
which is
you.
why I love you.
There's a reason for that.
Who's a boar's favorite painter? Picasso. I'm sorry.
Oh, yes, thank you. Are you done with
I
that?
am.
Oh,
I
my
am.
goodness. Thank goodness. Okay, so the Dream Boards workshop coming up next Saturday is filling up really fast. The cost is $20. We're going to meet next Saturday, 10:30 to noonish. I'll walk you through a guided meditation. Then we're going to do this layout that is for you, for yourself. And then we're going to make copies of the pictures that on the cards that you drew, and then we're going to post those onto the poster board. And then you get to write a statement for yourself for the year of what you're manifesting or how you want the world to look. So there's still spots left. Sign up. If you don't have tarot cards, have never read tarot cards, don't know about them, don't care about them, that's okay. I will provide them and help you through that process because this is powerful stuff. So if you want to make sure, yes. Say again?
Can they be oracle cards? Or
Oh, absolutely.
sure.
Yeah. I was just using tarot as the generic word for that. Anything else we need to?
Oh, no doubt.
I think I'm done with you then.
Okay.
So here, don't go too far. So I'm going to give you a short message. We're going to do a short guided meditation. I'm so excited about this one. It's brand new stuff. And then Phil's going to do a blessing for you. But part of that blessing for you is you're going to tell me your birth date, and I'm going to look up in this little perpetual calendar, find your birthday, and read to you the message that is for you for that. And then Phil will do a blessing, and then we'll just keep going until
Do you
we're
want to say
done.
anything more about that to anybody that might be new or it's uncomfortable for or whatever?
So a blessing,
We don't do it very often, maybe a couple times a year.
oh man, if you've never had one of Phil's blessings, you just really got to try it. So you're going to come to the front, you're going to put your hands over your heart space like this. He's going to put a hand on your hands. So it'd be on your hands that are across your body like this. And then he's going to bless you. It just takes a moment. And you're going to really, really receive that blessing. So that blessing can be used as healing for your body. It could be as a blessing for the new year. Part of what we're going to talk about today is clearing old pain. So this could anchor that new situation in for you on that. So it will only take a minute, but I think it'll be really powerful. I would like a surrogate to do for people online. So be thinking about who would be willing to do a surrogate.
What does that look like?
They come up and they embody whatever the people is, people for there. And I will read the January 1st message, so it counts for the whole year.
So they don't have to do anything other than look
They don't
awesome?
have to do anything other than look awesome and get 2 blessings.
Okay.
I can give you your surrogate.
All right, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. So that's it for you?
Okay,
All right.
now I can go.
Now you can go, please. Please, thank you. All right. Can't talk without moist lips. So I want to share, man, I'm so excited about stuff.
Jan?
Yeah.
Remember that those calendars can still be purchased.
Oh, yes, the calendars can still be purchased, so if you like them.
Universal calendar, you can use it for
Every
years.
year, because it doesn't have the day, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it doesn't have that, and it doesn't have the year. So every time there's a January 1st, that's the
Does it
message.
have a leap year on it?
A what?
Leap year.
It does.
Yes.
Okay.
So this year we'll have to just skip it.
Skip it,
We're headed to.
or read 2 at the same time. Does anybody have a birthday today? No birthdays today? Well, why don't I just read today's then? December 29th. I like this one from December 28th. Your body ages, but your spirit remains young. I like that one. That was yesterday. So here's today. In your awareness, notice and engender a feeling of optimistic calm. Call out, send out that feeling of open-hearted optimism into the future. Profound stuff. This is channeled from the Ancient Ones. That's a group that I channel. Anyway, more to come on that. I want to talk to you about, every time hello, thank you. Every time we come to the end of the year, we always go, oh, that's a terrible year. I can't wait for that to be over. And, that's just our bias. Because there's really wonderful things that happen, but we're so busy trying to keep ourselves safe and protected that we only remember the difficult stuff. But every day there's a beautiful blessing. Every day. And the key is to learn to focus on that. At the same time, we can't be Pollyanna and ignore the challenges. It's time to address them. It's time to take a look at them. And I think some of the biggest challenges we have to face is everybody else. People piss us off. People are so peoply. And they can say things that are so hurtful. And I can get my feelings hurt. And you know what? I know, it's crazy. But inadvertently, I could be in a really difficult spot and get triggered, and I could say something and hurt somebody else's feelings. I don't want to, I don't mean to, but that happens. And what happens when we do that, when we go through life, we end up feeling challenged and hurt. And we carry that hurt. There was a gentleman I knew some time ago, and he had a rough childhood. Some of us did. And when his father died, he still couldn't forgive him. He couldn't forgive him. So his father was dead, released from this life and this life's trauma and troubles, and he was still carrying the pain. You know why we do that? Because if we forgive, we think on some level that we're condoning that behavior. So we can't let go because that would let them off the hook. So I think I'll suffer the rest of my life about that. No. The key is we're not condoning the behavior. I want to read you what the good book has to say. I have so much to say about this. I hope I can cram it all in. Good book. This is from Ephesians 4:31. I got a lot of underlining in this page. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and slander be put away from you, along with all malice. And be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving each other, just as God in Christ has also forgiven you. I think this is one of the hardest, best verses ever. It's hard to set it aside. It's hard to put it away. It's hard to forgive because we don't want to condone that behavior. Guess what? Your opinion doesn't matter. Your judgment doesn't matter. Divine Source is going to take care of that. Divine Source is going to judge that. Let it go. But we have a hard time with that. Oh, I've got a process for us this morning. I can't wait to share it with you. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Draw near to God, and he will draw near to you. Oops. James 4, verse 7 first. Submit, therefore, to God. Submit. Oh, I hate that word. Okay, so if I could translate that means yield. Give it up. Give it up. I don't have to be angry at you because you're a human being and you said something snarky. I don't have to. You could have totally different political view from me and I don't have to hate you. I can yield that up. I can give it up. I don't have to carry that. You could totally believe something spiritually completely different than me. And I don't have to be angry about that. I can give that up to Divine Source. I can let it go. And you know what happens? Rest of that verse. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. You are more powerful than you think. All this trauma, all this pain is fleeting if we let it. But you know, here's the problem. It's hard. It's really hard. I was asked to do a channeling for someone earlier this week. And because this person is going through some real terrible stuff at work. A lot of backbiting and all that stuff. So she asked me to channel Jesus. I've never channeled Jesus before. I thought, who am I to channel Jesus? I couldn't do that. Ancient Ones is one thing, but to channel Jesus, oh, my word. And then I got over myself. And I want to read to you what came through. It was profound. Dearest one, I am here. I feel your suffering and my heart hears your cries. That negativity that surrounds you holds reflection of the negativity that survives throughout the world. You find this negative energy demoralizing. You feel threatened and weakened by it. I understand. Yet there exists a bigger truth I wish for you to hear and understand. And with receiving understanding, I wish transformation into joy for you. Though you feel placed in an unworthy position and feel as if opportunities have been taken from you, know this new truth. Seated at the front, she was demoted and went from management position to receptionist. That would be painful, wouldn't it? Seated at the front allows you to be the first person others see. Know this. Each person that walks through the door may be a potential employer or know someone who might be. As you treat each new person with respect and honor, your light, your true energy shines forth. Not for your employer, but for me. Others may not uplift you in this moment, but I do. I shine through you. I bless others through you. I awaken light within others through you. Remember the song we sang, I want you to have it all? Here's to the lives you're going to change. We came here to change the world. You have a sense of that, don't you? Powerful and profound, and I know you feel that. Let not your heart be troubled by the seeming dismissal of your abilities by others. This grants you an opportunity to shine in a new way. This new way of being will bring you into excellence. This new way of being will balance your work abilities with your heart abilities. The key for you will be this. Treat each person, whether coworker or supervisor or stranger, treat them with this new light I'm sending to you, without judgment, without criticism, without grudge, without pain, just light. This new light is anchoring itself in this planet, and you hold a keystone position in its arrival. Did you know that? Wow. Will it be easy? No. Will it be blessed? Yes. You will bless and be blessed. Then other doors of business opportunity or general opportunity will open for you. Thank you for opening your heart to this new light. I bless you. Love, Jesus. That message is for all of us. That message is for all of us. Does the world serve us up crap that hurts and we can point our finger at that person, that person is mean, that person intentionally hurt my feelings? Well, maybe, and maybe not. Maybe they just got triggered. Maybe I inadvertently triggered them by something I said or did. Maybe my energy was off kilter, and they responded to that in a less than positive way. My judgment is inappropriate. I can let that go. And as a result of that, maybe I don't want to make this person my best friend if we trigger one another, but at the same time, I can still be kind. I can still be gracious. I can still be light and loving. So I want us to think about this sort of thing because, we're conflict adverse. I don't want to go to somebody and say, hey, I got a problem with you. Because I don't know how to do that very well. We weren't taught that in school. We weren't taught that by our families. So we kind of have to learn how to do it on our own, don't we? And it's hard. I'm doing a lot of study right now. I'm hoping to have a workshop on how to do that. How to not create more conflict when there's a difficulty, but create peace. I hope to teach you a path to do that. So it could be easy for us. It's time. It's time for all this nitpicky, harsh criticism, judgment, angry hostility to end. And it ends with me right now. So as a focus for this next year, I've got a new phrase. It's my focus phrase and intent for 2025. We'll see how it plays out. Last year was glory, glory. You probably heard me say that a lot. Everything was glory, glory. And that carried me through some really difficult times. It really did. So here's my new one for this year. See what you think of this one. Because I would like you to pick a phrase or a word to carry you through the new year. Be thinking of that. Because what we intend, what we focus on, and set our intent about is what's going to guide us. And if we don't have that focus, we don't have that intent, we're going to be willy-nilly everywhere. Blown by that person's opinion and this person's criticism and that person's bad day. I'm tired of that. None of that. I'm going to walk my path. I'm going to do the best I can. And everything else makes me no never mind, as my grandmother would say. Right? So here's my new phrase. I get to be real. And the real stands for radiant, energetic, authentic light. I get to be real. Now, the radiant, in order to be radiant, I gotta get connected in. But that's about being resilient. That's about being able to recharge my own batteries, renew that spiritual self. That's a spiritual journey for me. And there's tons of other R words. I really struggled with which R word I wanted. I started out with reliable. And I thought, you know what? I'm not a washing machine. I don't want to be reliable. I can be reliable, but I don't want that to be my focus. I want radiant. Radiant worked for me. Energetic. I want to be energetic, meaning I want to have energy to do the things I want to do, but also I want to have this energetic enthusiasm for life. And the key for that for me is getting out of my own way, getting out of judgment, stop judging other people for what they're saying and doing. None of my business. Authentic. I get to be really here, really present. What you see is what you get. I hope you already know that. What you see is what you get. There's no room for fake. I don't have time for that. I don't want that. I'm going to be authentic as best I can. As best I can. And part of being authentic is going to be learning how to say, I'm uncomfortable with what just happened here. I don't know how to fix this. Let me think about it for a bit. Make sense? And light. Included with that is love and laughter. You know, Phil and I, we laugh a lot. This last week, he did something that normally I would just laugh about, and he said, oh, honey, you didn't laugh. You got angry about that. I thought, oh, I must be really tired. You know, cooking and baking and cleaning and you know, all the holiday frizzle-frazzle that goes on. Laughter. Laughter brings the light out in all of us, doesn't it? It does. Feeling really alive. That's that light thing. And with that, I have a new thing I want us to try. I don't know if it's going to work or not. We'll see. I have this really cool vase. Huge vase. Put that right. And you know, in the past I've talked to... Oh, let me show people online. Can you see huge vase? Huge vase. In the past I've talked to you about keeping a journal, or I got a calendar and that had a lot of open space for every day, and I would write whatever wonderful thing happened in the day. And because if we don't focus on that, we forget. And all we remember is what didn't happen right. And so that was powerful for me. So I'd like us to do something different. So every week when you come to services, or you can online, you can text me and I'll write it up for you. We're going to put in this vase a happy thing. I have a friend who, her name is Janet Lane, and she does this. Every time some wonderful thing happens, she just writes it down and puts it in her jar. She has a big, like a fishbowl. And at the end of the year, New Year's Eve, she sits down and she has a nice cup of cocoa, or maybe a glass of wine, I don't know, whatever. And she'll pull each one of these out and read them at the end of the day, at the end of the year. They go, oh, I remember that. So the year goes out for her in this beautiful glory, rather than going out in drudgery and pain. So I'm putting in my real. I get to be real. Radiant, energetic, authentic light. So every week, when you come to service, write out one wonderful thing that happened to you this week and put it in the jar. At the end of next year, we're going to read them all. You can put your name on it if you want to. I put my name on mine. You don't have to. But just one wonderful thing. When you have a wonderful thing and you can remember that, it just stirs more wonderful things into being. Does it not? So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to call this the yay vase. The yay vase. Okay? It's a big vase. We're going to put our yays in there. Yay, that happened to me this week. Okay? Sound good? Are you game for that?
Yes.
All right. If you can think of something already and you want to do this before the end of the day, before you leave, please feel free. Because I did. You can. Just because it's not the first of the year yet. I want to walk you through a meditation. The light's not on. Okay. Did that come on? Oh, it did. Got to burn out light. So, I want to walk you through a meditation here. Did I say everything I wanted to say? Yes. And the meditation is about how to set aside all this bitterness and all this hurt that happens when people interact with people. Okay? Do I need to tell you anything more about that before we go in? I'm asking. Nope, we're good to go. All right, so take a breath and just relax. And Mr. Phil, if you would dim the lights, please, sir. Thank you. And just being here in this moment, really being here for now. Bring your attention to your heart space. Feel your heart space open. There may have been pain and suffering and hardship, whether it was this last year or the year before or the whole lifetime. Just know that you don't have to carry that anymore. We'll have a process here in a moment, but for now, just allow your heart to open and soften. Being willing to receive love and light and joy. Now I'd like you to open the bottoms of your feet. There's energy portals at the center of each foot. Maybe they look like the eye of a camera or a trapdoor or something, but know that if you open that, anything that is heavy or distressing can just fall out the bottoms of your feet. And this is a two-way doorway. As things are falling away that you no longer need to carry, at the same time you get to draw into yourself groundedness and bring that groundedness up into your heart space. And now bring your attention to the top of your head. There's an energetic portal there. This also opens either like a trapdoor, I have a camera, whatever. It's always open. It connects us to divine source. But with our intent, it can expand and open more fully. And as this opens now, there are many energetic portals over the top of your head, and you will intuitively be drawn to the one that is right for you today. Is it the golden portal? Is it copper colored? Is it yellow? Is it blue? Is it green? Is it purple? Is it brown? Is it sparkling? Whatever you're feeling or drawn to is what is right for you today and has deep spiritual significance for you. So just notice that. And as you tap that with your awareness, that portal opens fully and this beautiful living light of love pours down into your head, into the top of your head. Now let it touch your mind. As it touches your mind, all those times when you judged something as being painful to you can just be released. Let it go. And instead, you can recognize that everything happens for a reason. People aren't perfect. They don't have to be. And you're not perfect. You don't have to be. And you can let this beautiful living light of love touch your mind, bringing you peace, bringing you joy, bringing you comfort. Now let that beautiful living light of love touch your third eye above your eyebrows, middle of your forehead. And then let it touch your eyebrows, your eyes, and the occipital lobes at the back of your head. This is all your perception circuit, how you perceive your world. Let how you perceive your world be filtered with this beautiful light of love. Letting more and more of this light touch your jaw, your throat, your mouth, your tongue. This is your truth circuit. This gives you the ability to speak your truth with gentleness and kindness. This gives you the ability to hear somebody else's truth and you don't have to buy into it at all. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's their truth. You don't have to judge it, you can just let it be. Letting more and more of this beautiful living light of love touch your heart. And let it flow from your heart down into your arms, into your hands, so that everything you choose to do is worthy work. Letting it flow now fully through your whole body. And as it goes through your whole body, it even goes out the bottoms of your feet, anchoring this love into this planet. It's time for this level of love to reach the planet on a higher level, don't you think? And now gently close the bottoms of your feet and allow yourself to take a little walk. And we're going to take a walk down to a very busy city. But in this busy city, there may be cars, there may be people, but you're totally protected. And as you're walking along, you find your way to the bank of love. And as you reach this bank, you move yourself, go on inside. And you find your way to the vault. There is a depository with your name on it. You know how you have a drive up and you can pull the little handle down and you put a deposit in and close it and the deposit goes in, and you can open that door a million times after that, but you can't pull that deposit back out? You're going to deposit all the suffering that you've received from other people. All that bitterness. Put it in that vault. You're the only one that has the key. Divine Source is the only one that has the key. No one else can be harmed by this. Letting it go doesn't hurt anyone, but it sets you free. Those words that hurt your heart, dump them in there and close that. Those actions that betrayed you, dump all that. You don't have to have any negative feelings towards anyone. You're not condoning their behavior. But you're just letting it be what it needs to be. And Divine Source will take care of it. You don't have to see that person falling into judgment. You can let that go. Because that's really your own judgment, my own judgment, our own judgment. We can let it go. Maybe somebody let you down. Put that in there and close it. What else might you be carrying that no longer serves you? Is it a worry? Is it a fear? Is it a distress? Let it go. Pour it into this vault of love and close it, and it seals permanently. And the good news is you don't ever access it again. Now, we're human, and things may come up, filter up another level of suffering, come to the surface. Oh, I remember that. When it does, find your way back to this vault and deposit into the vault. Set it aside. Put it away from you. I'll put it away from me. because we all came here to change the world and change it with love and light. Now bless that and walk away and allow yourself to find your way back into this time and space, back into the here and now. And we're going to do our communion, and then we'll do our blessing. So, Mr. Phil, if you join me up front, please, sir. Communion thingies are in the back on the table in the entry, so you're welcome to participate if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Good grief. You're free to do what your heart asks you to do, not what I tell you to do. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to anybody but your own heart. Listen to your own heart. Join us in prayer, would you please? Loving Spirit of light, as we take this into our bodies, help us to let go of all bitterness. Help us. This is hard. We hang on to stuff. Help us to let go. Thank you. In the name of Jesus, the Ascended One. Amen. Amen. Did you drop it?
I did.
And join us in prayer again, please. Let me put Phil in the camera. There we go. Loving Spirit of light, as we drink this in, help us to drink in life, all of it, and help us to see the beauty and love in all of it. Thank you. In the name of Jesus, the Ascended One. Amen. Beth was going to do the contribution, Phil. Okay. And would you go turn the light on in the central light, please, Phil? And come back.
So does everybody remember how tough 2019 was?
Let me give you a microphone.
Oh, really? Was it? In 2019, Janice wrote her year-end blog or a message, and it says, I've noticed a lot of people lately saying how terrible 2019 was and how they hope 2020 will be better. So when Janice wrote again her year-end, and it said how people said how difficult this past year was and how we hope it would be better, I reached out to her and I shared, because in that article she wrote about keeping a journal. And it was a very special type of journal. It had gratitude, appreciation, and acknowledgement. And I actually took that to heart and made myself a journal that was based on that. And I've been keeping it ever since. And I remember a couple years ago, it was the end of the year. 2022 was a tough year for me. I, had my mother's funeral, and I had anyways, a lot of things happened. And at the end of the year, I said, oh my gosh, I think I was pretty much a failure. But I took my journal out and I read all the things that I had done and the acknowledgments, all the gratitudes I had, and all the people that I appreciated, and all the lessons I learned from Janice and the Ancient Ones. And I actually almost teared up because I had a wonderful year, actually. And it was that negativity bias that bites us all. And so she asked me to share that, just because actually Janice shares lots of cool things, and I just want to tell you, if you actually do them, it can change your life. And so with so much gratitude and appreciation for all that Janice shares and all those tips, and may you find that positivity bias, so that Janice doesn't have to write the same message again. Please, we're ready for something new, right?
Right. Thank you. And we want to thank everybody that's been kind enough to assist with funding for the new heating HVAC system. So, Mr. Phil, if you'd come up front, we'll start our blessings. I'm not sure what this is going to look like. We'll kind of figure it out as we go.
I hope the people online aren't too bored.
Well, people online, let me tell you this, people online. So as I read the person's birth date, their message from the Ancient Ones, take it in. Really, really ponder that for yourself. And see how it applies and how it blesses your world. Okay? So who wants to be first? All right, come on up. And we'll just start. This won't take but just a second. What's your birthday?
7/10.
July 10th. Let me see if I can find July 10th. July 2nd. Okay. You're going to love this. Have fun along the way. We do. Does that fit for you? All right. So put your hands over your heart. What's your birthday? July 31st.
7. It's July 31.
Okay. Ah, go ahead and get ready.
Okay.
This is yours. Hands across your heart. Hands across your heart.
That's right.
Be a human being, not a human doing.
Can you say that again?
Be a human being, not a human doing.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your message. The next moment of peace may hold great restorative healing energy. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me say it again. The next moment of peace may hold great restorative energy for your healing. Be open to feeling. There's the next one. That's hers. Your message. Moving into the here and now with an awareness of the expanse of eternity opens you to the more that is available now. Moving into the here and now with an awareness of the expanse of eternity opens you to the more that is available now. Take back your joy, your sacredness, and your freedom by knowing you are who you really are, a sacred being of light. That heart desire, that fire within, that is divinely fed. We hope you allow the light of joy to shine from your eyes. And you do. You are amazing. You are light. You are love. You are brilliant. Your life matters a great deal to us. I want that birthday. Find fun in moments of tender expression towards self and others. And you do. Use your words creatively. They hold great power over the mind and your reality. Life holds great tragedy and great success. The full spectrum of life offers a lot of both to each living being. You are neither tragedy nor success. It takes a quieting of the will's noise to be able to hear the wisdom of the heart space. When the heart of hearts is online with your emotions, this will grant you courage, willingness, and peace for the journey. Be still within the silence. Here you will find peace, joy, comfort, insights, and awareness. This is an affirmation for you. I enjoy clear, peaceful energy. Awakened power relies upon divine connection. Stay open. Blessings flow from this openness. An energetic construct of your feelings surrounds you and supports your journey, while divine light provides the way into more of that feeling. Each time you notice something in your life with gratitude, you experience a golden moment. Others' opinions or others' judgments may feel important, yet they hold relatively little value in authentic living. Baby steps allow a baby to learn to walk. Spiritual baby steps allow you the opportunity to learn to exist spiritually while walking a physical course. And that's what you teach others to do as well. May the truth set you free and empower your journey. Connect with true light, and darkness flees from you. Do you first, this is for you, remember to remember yourself as you journey through life. Now step away, turn around, and come back. And this one is for you, folks online. This is for you online. Go ahead and do it again. Your heart, dear one, your heart. Herein lies your power, your intuition, your guidance system, your joy. Those things that make life valuable. What was your experience of that? Of doing for others, the surrogate?
I was the center of the light. I was spreading light in front of me like that. Like
Wonderful.
half sun.
Beautiful.
For all of you guys.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Did you go, Beth? Oh, we got to do Beth. I apologize. I love it. Things may not turn out as you expected, yet this is not letting you down. This is letting you explore. Thank you, Beth. Thank you.
Do you know yours?
Oh, I didn't even think about mine. September 8th. Can you find it fast? Me think about myself? Who can get it first? You got it?
It's possible to perceive each moment, each situation as it unfolds is beautiful.
Phil?
Yep, that's his birthday.
April 26th for Phil. You do.
Because I can.
Oh, I love this one too. The little acts of kindness transform your journey. Be transformed. Be love and light.
Does anyone have any comments about that experience? Anything they want to? I thought it was very cool. Yes.
So,
Microphone, could somebody run that microphone back to her? Oh, Beth will. Oh, here she comes. She's just going to come up.
So the thing was that it was very hard for me to get to a point where I can completely and fully receive Phil's blessing. And when I was able to open my gates, even then I could only receive, only half of my body was filled with light. That was for me. But then when I was receiving Phil's blessing for the online people, whatever I was receiving, I was multiplying by so many times, and it became so radiant, so powerful. So my quest is to find a way to help myself in the same way I'm ready and I can, and I do help other people around me. So if anybody has any idea, I'm open.
You know, I think that's common for a lot of us givers, is that it's easier for us to give. It never occurred to me that I would receive a blessing. It just didn't occur to me. So we kind of put ourselves in the back corner. And the more awareness you bring to it by having this experience, now you have this awareness, this is going to make it easier for you to be more able to receive the blessing for yourself.
Yes. So that's one of my goals for this coming year, to change a little bit the way I function in that regard.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Good plan. Good plan. Yes. Anybody else?
So perhaps it wasn't happenstance that you volunteered, because I mean, maybe as you receive blessings for yourself, always hold in mind that you're receiving them for everyone as you're receiving them for yourself.
Yes. Well said.
So it's June 6th. If you could flip to it. I just want to remember the words on it.
June 6th. Well, can we do this after services? I'll get you,
Oh, okay.
because this is a little fiddly.
Oh no, that's okay. Well, it was about success and failures, and it was about the peaks and valleys.
Yeah.
And I really didn't want to share, but it was just far too bizarre not to.
Well, let me go ahead. June 6th.
The theming, yeah, that was really what it was. But the theming, when you come into a new year, it's something I've been practicing, because you had mentioned that you practice as well. And my theming for this year, which I've been telling this story to people over and over and over again, is the story that's been going around about the Chinese farmer that has misfortune, and then he has fortune, and then he has misfortune, and then he has fortune. And then at the end of it, the moral is that you can't, when you have fortune, you can't take that at face value and disfortune at face value, but you've got to maintain this peace and realize the ebbs and flows. And so that was my theme for this new year, and I have been telling that story. I've probably told it 50 times. And
Oh,
then I
wow.
draw this card that exactly encompasses that, and this is just
You can't make this stuff up.
too bizarre.
Yeah.
It's
So,
just so bizarre.
Yeah, let me read it for you. Life holds great tragedy and great success. The full spectrum of life offers a lot of both to each living being. Yet you are neither tragedy nor success.
Yes, and
Wow.
what makes it even funnier is when I had gotten up in front of Phil My ongoing joke is, well, I don't believe in any of this, and it's a joke, and the joke that popped into my head was, what's your birthday? And the joke that popped in my head was, well, I don't remember being born, and I never saw it, so I don't believe in my birthday. So right as I have this joke, I get that card.
That's hilarious.
Something is reaching me.
Yep, I think so. That's great. That's great. Let's do I hope for the folks online, I hope this was a blessing for you as well. Remember, these little calendars are available for sale if you want them. Just let us know. We're going to do an energy circuit for you folks online. I hope you have a blessed new year, bringing the energy in again from the divine source, bringing it into your heart space to left hand to right hand, and then back to your heart space. And this completes an energetic circuit, and you'll begin to feel energy building between your hands. This is not your energy. This is divine energy. This is sacred energy. And this is a gift to you. Bring this into your heart space. Have a happy new year, and we will see you next time. Be well, be blessed.